Behind every brand's post, there's a social media manager. But posting is the tip of the iceberg. Today, social media management requires more and more hats. And the hats you do wear change all the time. But there are skills that will always be relevant, and I'm gonna give you a crash course on leveling up those skills. Hey there, I'm Carly with Sprout. Thousands of brands trust our social media management platform and tips every day. It's kind of our thing. And having managed viral campaigns myself, you're in good hands. Let's dive in, because class is in session. Before we start, social media moves fast. Subscribe to our channel to keep up. The only constant in social media is change. Skills a social media manager needed to, manage social in 2021 changed an average of 20% since 2015. Social media management is made up of a lot of puzzle pieces, including community management, content creation, data analysis, strategy development, copywriting, and anything else involved in executing a social strategy. No wonder social teams say that bandwidth is one of their main challenges. Leveling up the parts of social media management that are here to stay helps you grow, balance your time, and frees up space to learn new skills. I'll show you what I mean in Lesson 1. Know which platforms make an impact. Even if you're on every social platform, they might not all bring the same value for your brand. Knowing which of your channels impact business goals helps you balance where to prioritize your posts, efforts, and strategy. Study your own data to see which of your channels perform the best. And also study platforms trending in your industry. Are there some you should experiment with? And different channels can have different purposes. If you get more customer questions on Instagram, create extra IG content around FAQs. Does short-form video perform better for you? Focus on Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Vine. Did you catch that last one? Good, I have your attention. I'll leave you with this take-home activity. Study up on your existing social platforms and stay on top of new ones. Newsletters and blogs like Sprouts are great resources. On to the fun stuff. Streamline your content creation. Keeping up with new content and fresh memes can feel a lot like treading water. In fact, more than half of surveyed social marketers recently said that changing content formats was a challenge when scheduling and planning content. The key here is working smarter, and I have 3 words that will help you do that. Data, trends, and buckets. Let's start with data. Your data will tell you what kinds of posts your audience likes. Look at your post performance to build your strategy around content that does well. And look at industry trends to see what kind of content is popular. For example, data shows that short-form video is the content consumers prefer. Chances are it'll work on your audience too. Finally, use all of this info to create content buckets. These are core themes, series, or formats you use regularly and will help streamline your efforts. Sprout Coffee's content buckets, for example, might be promotional posts, educational posts, reshared fan photos, and entertainment. But for now, on to a lesson that puts the social in social media. Community management and engagement. Leveling up here can take you from a brand that just responds to comments to a brand known for great customer care. Let's break down 3 ways you can do this right now. Speeding up your responses, reading reviews, and using social listening. Let's start with speedy responses. Pop quiz. How fast do most customers expect a response on social? I'll give you a second. And time. If you guessed 24 hours, you're right. Create customer care templates to speed up your responses to comments. This also provides a framework for responding to negative comments. It's also worth reading and responding to your reviews. Finally, use a social listening tool to find related conversations that you can jump into, even when you're not tagged. Listening can also uncover issues bubbling up, from low-key complaints to a potentially huge brand crisis. You can even use it to find product feedback. Here at Sprout, we added a dark mode to our product thanks to our audience. Now let's hop out of the comment section and into reporting your data like a pro. It's one thing to know the difference between metrics, like impressions and reach, but metrics alone are just the starting point. For you and your executives to understand how your social channels are doing, give those numbers meaning. Level up by using data to tell a story that connects your hard work to business goals and ROI. In your next data report, highlight the most interesting points related to what your report is trying to show, the good and the bad. And use visual aids as you go. One of these reports I'd like to read, and the other is scary. Finally, predict questions or challenges and get ahead by answering them in your report and adding next steps. You can't create a data report without gathering insights. Tools make this a whole lot easier. And, spoiler alert, that's our next lesson. A happy social media manager means happy channels, and hopefully a happy comment section. Part of social media management is finding tools to help you manage all the moving pieces, like Sprout does. Ideally, your toolbox should include solutions for content creation, publishing, analytics reporting, and community management. Better yet, using a full management platform like Sprout handles almost all of these things. Try it out for free. Here are a few ways to study up on what other tools you need. Record how long your daily tasks take. This will help ID where you need help and get buy-in for better tools. If you already have a social media management tool, evaluate it and think about whether it's helping you. Finally, ask other social media managers about their favorite tools. This crash course will give you a boost, but social media and how you manage it is always evolving. Get new certifications, join groups like our Sprout community to connect with other pros, and keep learning. For now, trade your social media manager hat for a graduation cap because you've officially graduated from this course. Class is dismissed. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips. And if you want a platform to make every step of social media management, from publishing to community management, easier, that's what we do. Try Sprout Social free for 30 days. See you next time.